Hello friends. Today we'll be discussing a topic from computer applications in pharmacy. The topic for today's discussion is LIMS. LIMS stands for Laboratory Information Management System. It is basically a software which allows the user to manage the samples, the test results, and is also associated with the data to improve the productivity of the lab. So this is what actually in the definition term LIMS is. We will be discussing in length about LIMS in this video lecture. So I will move to the next slide here. Which is showing the contents of this presentation. So first of all, we will be discussing about the history of laboratory data management. Then we will move to what is LIMS. We'll define LIMS and what are its different elements. Then we will be discussing about the requirements of LIMS. What are the major elements we have in LIMS? Then we will move to the major aspects of laboratory information management system. We will also discuss the advantages and disadvantages of LIMS. And finally, we will conclude this presentation with the key points we have in LIMS. So let's start with this topic. I'll move to the next slide now. Yeah, so before beginning the actual content, we should know about the history of laboratory data management. How in past, whatever the data, the analytical data which is generating in any analytical lab used to manage. So herein I have divided the times, the past, into 4 eras or phases. So firstly, you can see before 1980s, then a time duration of 1980 to 1990. Then the third era is from 1990 to 1999. And the fourth era is the 21st century. So herein you can see how we have progressed in managing the laboratory data in a progressive manner. So if I start from 1980, you can see that in that phase we usually used to manage the data through pen and paper. We used to have bounded books for data and sample tracking. Whatever the stationery we had, it was pre-printed, and we had manually typed reports with its carbon copies. So this was the situation of managing the data, the laboratory data in 1980s. Then moving on to the next era of 80s to 90s, we had, there was this introduction of expensive handheld calculators. There were again the large bound books which were a common feature in that phase. Then there was this introduction of sophisticated software programs for data crunching and sample tracking. And that was the time when was the first commercially available LIMS came into picture. So this was the second era. In the third era from 1990 to 1999, the PCs and the software datas came into picture and they started making programming and documentation like hell lot easier. LIMS, which is Laboratory Information Management System, it moved from the mini computers to the PCs. There was direct instrument uploads developed. The analytical reports which were generating from the laboratories, they got evolved. So from the ground mails, it got converted to overnight deliveries, to fax files, to emails, to PDFs, or to different electronic files. Now here you are looking to slightly like new term. It was to me, I think it was for you also. So fax files. Fax files is nothing but it is an exact copy, especially of a written or a printed material. So that is a fax file, that you should know what exactly it is. So that is how we progressed in managing the laboratory data management in this era. And now, as we talk about the 21st century, the laboratory data system has reached beyond simple lab sample tracking to a web-based exchange of data. We have advanced, we have traveled, and we have come up so far here. So we have here field samples, barcoding, location ID, which is all possible through the GPS tagging. We can know whatever the data we are using, we can facilitate it and we can expand it for exposure and assessment of data management, for industry-wide reports by job functions, and also for comparisons with the historical data. So here you can see how the history of laboratory data management came into picture, how it was created. I will move to the next slide now, which is the second content we have in our presentation, the definition and the major elements we have in LIMS. So LIMS, as it stands for Laboratory Information Management System, is basically a concept. It is a software, and as its full form says, it is a combination of three main words. We have management here, we have information here, and we have system here. So it is an amalgamation of these three techniques or processes, I can say. Management means here we are managing the information in an organized manner to make it more useful. That is the process of managing the information which we are catering from laboratory analysis. Now, managing the lab data can vary from the sample login, which is the basic or the initial step, to interfaces with analytical instruments, and finally to report that data, that is reporting. So how you are managing each and every step of data which is generated in the laboratory is coming under the management head. The second head we have is information. It refers to collection and organization of meaningful data along with sorting and compiling its various report formats and then storing it for the future use. So you are creating the information, a meaningful information, and you are securing it, you are storing it so that it can be encached in future if required. So that is the information head. And finally we have a system, a whole system which is managing each and everything. So it refers to correlating all the components which we have, which works together to achieve a common goal. Okay, so that is LIMS. This is the base foundation or the definition which we can say of a LIMS, which is a software which is working in a laboratory to sort out the different aspects we have, which we will be discussing in the upcoming slides. So I'll move to the next slide now, which is the requirement of LIMS. How LIMS has become a prerequisite requirement in any laboratory. Why it is so much essential in any laboratory surrounding. So it is such an infrastructure, it is such an platform which has provided a number of a number of unique features, I would say, for fulfilling the different requirements in a laboratory. First of all, if I start with from the top head, it has led to effective communication, because each and every step or the analysis which we are performing in the laboratory is clearly directed through the software called LIMS. If a simple analysis has to be done, then what is the process? What is going to be the end results? What is going to be the final reporting structure? Each and everything is very well clearly defined in LIMS software, so that we could minimize the chances of data error and data misinterpretation, and finally when we can go ahead with data manipulation also, so which is not at all acceptable in any pharmaceutical premises. So LIMS is providing an effective, a two-way or a clear-cut communication to avoid the chances of misinterpretation of data. Then from the right hand side, I would go to the second point, which is unique identifier for patient sample. We all know that in any analytical laboratory, there come n number of samples, If we talk about a pathology laboratory, then there are n number of patient samples which come in a day. So you should have a system which could manage what all the samples or what all the test compounds which are coming into premises. So LIMS is a platform which gives you a helping hand in doing this. It provides you the unique identifiers for patient sampling. Then the third point is standardized request forms. Whatever the request forms or the analytical test reports which are generating, they are in a standardized format. There is no local formatting that if you're going for the test for the first time, the method would be something else. If you're going for the second or the third time, the method would be somewhat different. It would differ. So it's not like that. It is in a standardized and in a unique format. Then whatever the logs or the worksheets which are generating, you can have a control over it, and you can secure and save it for the future use. So whatever the data which is being created, you can easily manage it through LIMS. Okay, because we are talking about the bulk data here. So if we are doing it on a manual note, if we are writing it and then we are saving it the hard copy forms, it is very time taking and troublesome to manage that kind of data, because each and every time if you have to see it back, you have to go to the hard copies, you have to shuffle the pages and then go to the information. Also, the life of the hard copies is not so very long. After, like, say for example 10, 15 or like some years, it may get deteriorated. But if you're saving the documents in a software, it would give you a lifetime safety and secrecy. So LIMS provide you that platform. Then the next requirement of LIMS is process checking. Whatever the process or the techniques which are going on the LIMS, you can have a control over it. You can evaluate it from time to time. So there are various heads or filters through which you can check the processes which are carrying out in the laboratory premises. The next we have is data protection. It is a very valid point here, because whatever the data which is generated is always in a restricted form. Whether we talk about a pharma laboratory or any analytical laboratory, whatever the data is generated, it is highly confidential and restricted. So the data generated should have some filters which could protect it, which could provide security to it. So LIMS provide you that platform. And finally, the next head is effective reporting system. You can very well, whatever the results or the data which is generated, you can effectively report it, and whatever the results or the endpoints are there, you can conclude it, and depending upon the results, you can make a final decision or an outcome. So these are the requirements we have in LIMS, which is very much important, and you should be able to explain each and every head with a proper a 2 or a 3-liner definition. I'll move ahead to the next slide now, which is the major aspects we have in LIMS. So here you can see what are the different hands or the different elements we have in LIMS which work in together to make it a success or a platform. So here we can start it from my bottom right. Here you can see whatever the analytical data which is generating. It could be the analytical parameters or it could be the analytical groups. You can have a control over it through the platform of LIMS, क्योंकि आप यहाँ पे जो भी आपके एनालिटिकल टेस्ट रिपोर्ट्स हैं जो जनरेट कर रहे हैं, या फिर आप अपने जो ग्रुप्स हैं जिन्हें डिवाइड कर रहे हैं, जो सैम्पलिंग कर रहे हैं, इट कुड बी रैंडम, क्लस्टर्ड सैम्पलिंग और एनी काइंड ऑफ सैम्पलिंग, everything can be very well managed through this platform of LIMS. Then the second point, you can see the instruments which are present in the lab. You can directly connect it through the LIMS, and whatever the analysis which is carrying out in that specific instrument, that with the help of data logger, whatever the results, the weight or the connections are there, it will directly save into this specific software. So the time, the date, the results, the method process, everything will be recorded in the LIMS if we are doing it in the specific softwares. So the third point here is your laboratory organization, where we can very well manage the different departments or the user accounts and their authorizations, and also the inventories. Now, if I talk about a pharma plant, then the different departments in the laboratory, I mean in the quality control laboratory, could be the raw material section, it could be the finished section, the stability section, the in-process quality control, IPQC, or the different sections. So you can very well manage this specific segment through the platform of LIMS. You can also manage the spreadsheets or various, the bulk data which is generating after carrying out the specific analysis. So there are automatic calculations, very like lengthy calculations. The mathematical calculations can be, managed in a single click. Whatever the pro forma we have for the analysis reports can also be, documented well through the LIMS software. Then in the next point, you can see there are different levels of validation also. It could be the process validation, the product validation, the equipment validation. The different levels of validation can also be taken care by the LIMS platform. And then the results which are obtaining, if they are like to be communicated to the clients, it could be the analysis reports, it could be the invoices, or it could also be the non-confirmation if it is happening during the analysis, can be reported to the client. Now here it comes with a clause, since whatever the data we are generating is highly confidential and restricted, its access is limited only, its access is available only to a limited number of users. So what all those who are allowed by under strict restrictions head in the LIMS can only be accessed with the data part. So this is communication of results to the client. And also if there are some contracts which we have with the clients, or if there are some products or the invoices, that can also be managed with the LIMS platform. So these are the 7 major aspects which we have in LIMS, which we should very well be familiar with. I will move to the next slide now, which are the advantages of laboratory information management system. So here you can see the advantages is, first of all, it leads to error reduction, because whenever we are doing something in a manual form, there are a huge probability of going for no human error or manual error. So whenever we are going for automation, the chances of reduction in error is very less. So this is the first point. You can very well check the quality and control it. So that is the quality control aspect, the advantage part. The data retrieval option. If at any point we are losing the data, then we can retrieve it very easily through the software, through the LIMS platform. Whatever the results which we are obtaining, or the reports which are generating, they will be detailed, they will be very well explained. बिकॉज हम, अगर मैं प्रीवियस स्लाइड में वापस जा रही हूँ, तो हम यहाँ पे देख रहे थे कि यू कैन सी द थर्ड पॉइंट विच इज स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड रिक्वेस्ट फॉर्म. वॉट एवर द ATRs, the analytical test reports which are generating, they are in the standardized format. So this is what is the advantage. Whatever the reports which are generating, they will be detailed, well explained, and they will be legible. Okay, you can very well track the reports, you can analyze the trends, because if an analysis of trend is something that if there is a sample and it has got different batch numbers and a lot, and you are carrying out the experiment in different batches of the same sample, so whatever the results which are obtaining are in a same trend or not. It's not like that. Say for example, if all the batches are passing that experiment, but there is a variation in the trend, in the range in which the result is coming, so it would be documented as out of trend, OOT, okay, results. So we can analyze the trends as well. We can have an access over the control to the restricted authorities. Through the LIMS platform, we can very well manage the financial aspect, and you can integrate the LIMS platform with other systems also. It's not something like no other no instrument or a equipment or a system cannot be added up or amalgamated with LIMS. It can very easily be done with the platform. So these are the advantages we have in LIMS. I'll move to the next slide now, which are the disadvantages. So each and every aspect or a platform has got its pros and cons. So the disadvantages of LIMS are, first of all, the training part, because it is something for which people had to be trained to. So it is a time taking process, and also it is a paid learning platform. So the time and money would be invested in the training of LIMS. Then it is something where you are adapting a new system. Not all organizations or industries are adaptable to the new changes. So whenever a new system comes into picture, it takes time to settle down. So this is a disadvantage I can count in the LIMS. Then you need to back up the requirements which you have, and also there will be a cost addition for purchasing this software, and then it's for its maintenance. So purchase and maintenance is the cost part which comes up in the disadvantages. We will now move to the last slide of this presentation, which are the key points in the LIMS. So the first key point we have in laboratory information management system is that it is ensuring that whatever the data which is generating, which is obviously the final product of the laboratory, should be well managed. Okay, so this is the first key point. Second is, it is also ensuring the confidentiality and the privacy of the patient information. Okay, because that is again a very important aspect. Then it is incorporating all the laboratory business processes as a part of the system. Also, it is assuring the accessibility, accuracy, timeliness, and security of the data, as already discussed, because the data which is generated is a highly confidential form. So it is very much required to secure that data. Okay, and also it is streamlining the sample tracking and the sample workflow in the clinical laboratory. So it is a software which can be used in an analytical laboratory, in a pharma laboratory, or in a clinical laboratory. If it is using in a clinical laboratory, so how the patient sample, the n number of samples which are coming in the clinical lab, how it is being tracked, and how the samples workflow is taking place, so that its final analysis and the report generation can take place. This is all very well managed through this specific platform of LIMS. So this is all we have in this presentation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this is going to be a useful platform for you to learn the concepts of laboratory information management system. Thank you so much.